Yo, what up? It is your boy, the one and only Mesut Yildiz from Build Mind, Build Muscle. So today I was working on my homework. As you can see, a shitload of paper. What I'm gonna do today is we're gonna go for a full body workout, and we're not gonna do it alone because I will be doing this workout with a friend of mine. And yeah, after that we're gonna get some cheat meal or whatever. We're gonna put down an epic session, and we're gonna see what's up. See you guys later.
Look at that. Lifts, baby. Hitting this day off with deadlifts. So, on the program today, full body, and the main compound this day is deadlift. So, we start off with deadlift. Shady here does sumo, I do conventional. Shady really is into powerlifting, and he lifts quite a lot of heavy shit off the floor, and he loves doing that. He's also interested in doing powerlifting competitions, which if he continues on with adding a lot more strength to him, he'll definitely reach it. He'll definitely get his goals out, and I would love to see that. I would love to see him on a competition. It would be really great. So Shady here actually is a fan of mine, and he contacted me via the forums, and he said, you know what, we live quite close to each other. He lives, I think, a couple of villages away from me. I was like, hey, if you're down, we can go for a workout. So usually I'm quite busy, I don't really do training with other people so much because I'm, quite busy. I train when I want, and mostly we don't get the time for it to set the whole thing up, because we are having two agendas close to each other here, and if it has to fit both the agendas, so sometimes it's quite hard to do it. But this time we managed to pull it off. Also, of course, because he lives close to me, so then why not? So I had a great training here with the deadlifts. Shady here put a PR in here, so which is really nice. And I did a PR with overhead press. So I kind of tweaked the full body this day because I wanted to make it a bit more challenging. And I think I managed to pull it off because we did a lot of drop sets, superset, and it was really challenging for me too, because sometimes you sort of have to tweak your ordinary program for the day, to make it a bit funny. So after the leg extensions and leg curls, my legs hurt quite a lot because it was a drop set, starting off from really heavy, and amazingly after leg extension, my quadriceps hurted so bad. It was I don't know, man. It was really crazy. So overhead press, and I put on a PR here, which is 10 times 40 kilograms. And I used to do a lot of overhead presses, and then after a while I stopped it. I don't know why, and now I'm basically put it back in my program and trying to increase it, because it is quite an interesting exercise, because it's not only your delts you're working. This also is a compound exercise which works all muscles in the body, well, most of them, of course, especially your core. You see, I don't really do a lot of ab exercises. I actually don't do any ab exercises, which I actually should once a week. But because I do a lot of compound exercises, I don't really have to take time to do any ab exercises, because when you do these exercises, you really work your core, and especially when you're pushing heavy shit over your head, you really gotta stabilize the core and make sure you don't break your spinal cord. So Shady did quite a good job here on the overhead press. I think that this is something like 55 kilograms. Finishing it off with tricep exercises, the skull crushers, and I like to do them like this instead of putting the barbell up above my head. This is a bit more comfortable for my elbows. Of course, we did do a couple more exercises after this, biceps, pull-ups, but I was kind of lazy to film it, and it got a bit busier, so gets a bit too challenging to not film other people while I'm filming myself. That's the training. Let's go down to see what the cheat meal is. Back again in the car, finished the workout, and currently working on a post-workout meal. What up, Shady? What are we eating today?
I'm ready for it, man. We got pizza, all for the gains. I think
Pure,
it's like
pure gains.
5 minutes and we're done.
What kind of pizza is that?
Pizza shawarma. It's good meat.
Then protein. Okay, let's do this. Then tuna, and I always put some goat cheese in there for the extra protein. Workout, how was the workout?
The workout killed me, man. Usually I'm only going low reps, high intensity. Today it was drop set, superset, all of that together.
Bodybuilding style.
Bodybuilding style. I'm
That's-
used to the powerlift style, so it really killed me, man.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. All right, let's get this pizza down. See you guys later.